All right, ready for a deep dive. Today, we're going to explore Ramadan, but we're taking a slightly different approach. With that in mind, let's jump right in. First things first, what exactly is Ramadan? I mean, we've all heard of it, but what's the essence of it?
Okay, so Ramadan is the ninth month of the Islamic calendar, and it's considered the holiest month in Islam.
The holiest month. Wow.
Yeah. Muslims worldwide observe it as a period of fasting from dawn to sunset.
Fasting, huh? So it's more than just skipping breakfast, I'm guessing.
Absolutely. It's about much more than just abstaining from food and drink. The simple English Wikipedia page actually quotes Surah Baqarah, which states, and I'm quoting here, "O you who believe, fasting is prescribed to you as it was prescribed to those before you, that ye may learn self-restraint."
Okay, so it's about like self-discipline.
Yeah, cultivating self-discipline and strengthening one's connection to God. In Islam, this connection is called ibadah. It encompasses various forms of worship and devotion.
Ibadah. I like that. So it's about deepening that connection with God. But I also noticed the Wikipedia page mentions something about empathy. How does that fit in?
Right, well, fasting allows Muslims to experience hunger and thirst firsthand, and that in turn helps them develop a deeper understanding of those who face these challenges every single day.
I see. It's like stepping into someone else's shoes.
Exactly. It cultivates empathy and encourages acts of charity and compassion towards the less fortunate.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, I've always wondered about this. Why do the dates for Ramadan change every year? It's always kind of moving around.
Ah, good question. It's because the Islamic calendar is lunar-based, meaning it follows the cycles of the moon.
The moon.
Yeah. Each month begins with the sighting of the new moon, and, well, that means the start date for Ramadan shifts in relation to the Gregorian calendar, the one we typically use.
Ah, so it's not tied to a fixed date. It's actually connected to this natural phenomenon.
Precisely. And that creates a sense of anticipation each year. Plus, it's a beautiful reminder that faith is woven into the fabric of our lives and the rhythms of the universe.
I like that. Eid al-Fitr. I've always wanted to know more about that, what makes it so special. So tell me more about this Eid al-Fitr.
Well, Eid al-Fitr is a time of incredible joy and gratitude for Muslims all around the world. After a whole month of spiritual discipline and reflection, it culminates in this just sense of accomplishment and delight as the month of fasting comes to a close.
It sounds like a really big celebration.
Yeah, it really is. Eid al-Fitr is marked by communal prayers and big family gatherings and, of course, feasts.
Feasts. Okay, now you're talking.
Yeah, picture tables just laden with all kinds of traditional delicacies and homes decorated with lights and children dressed in their best clothes, receiving gifts and, just sharing in the laughter.
I bet those feasts are pretty amazing.
Oh, absolutely. Food plays a huge role in Eid celebrations. It's a time to savor delicious meals and enjoy the company of loved ones. In fact, the simple English Wikipedia article even mentions some traditional dishes, like sheer kurma, which is this sweet vermicelli pudding, and of course, dates, which are especially significant during Ramadan.
It's fascinating how food can be so connected to cultural and religious practices. Like, it just adds this whole other layer of meaning to the celebration.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it's not just about personal indulgence either. Eid al-Fitr also emphasizes the importance of giving back to the community. Remember Zakat al-Fitr, that charity we talked about earlier?
Right, right.
Well, that practice ensures that everyone can participate in the festivities and experience the joy of Eid.
That's really beautiful. It sounds like Eid al-Fitr really embodies all those core values of Ramadan.
Hmm.
Self-discipline, empathy, generosity.
Exactly. It's a reminder that the spirit of Ramadan isn't confined to just that one month of fasting.
Yeah.
It's about carrying those values into our daily lives, treating others with compassion, and working towards a more just and equitable world.
Well, this has been a really enlightening journey exploring Ramadan through the lens of simple English Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that such a straightforward source could be so insightful?
I know it's amazing what we can learn when we strip away the jargon and get to the heart of things. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with something to think about. How can we apply the principles of Ramadan self-reflection, empathy, and generosity to our own lives? Regardless of our personal beliefs, how can they inspire us to live more meaningful lives?
That's a really powerful question to consider. It challenges us to look beyond the surface and find those universal truths that connect us all. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating exploration of Ramadan. And until next time, keep seeking knowledge, keep asking questions, and keep diving deep.